What's going on, guys? My name is Gojetta and welcome back to episode 4 on my playthrough of StoneBlock 3. We're going to pick up pretty much exactly where we left off in the last episode, and we're going to work on getting these crushing wheels up and operational and automated. That's the plan for this episode. I want these guys completely functional by the end of it. But before we do that, we're going to have to do a little bit of crafting. There is something I want to do. As you can see here in my little search box here, we have the botany pots. I'm going to want one of these, and I'm actually going to upgrade this to a hopping botany pot. I think we should have the stuff to make one of these. Because we're going to need a lot of kelp by the end of this, because I want to use the mechanical belts and things like that. So I'm going to grab some kelp, need that, and then I just need a chest, which we can make nice and easily. We should have a ton of those around. There we go, there's 14 of them there. And we're just going to have this here going off in the background of the episode. I want to get this done first off, so that we can actually, you know, get some stuff done as we go. So this should hopefully grow some kelp for us. I don't know how fast this works or how often it'll work. But hopefully this will generate us some kelp by the end of it. We're going to need a bunch of this stuff, so we may as well just let that go from the start of the episode. And I'm going to do a little bit of crafting before we get much further in this. I'm going to make myself a couple more water wheels. And these water wheels are going to be kind of important because I think I'm going to instead of kind of stealing power from the rest of my create system here that we've got going, I think I'm just going to get each of these running up like an operational with its own water wheel setup individually. Because for these to work, I think if we look at I don't know if we looked at this in the previous thing, we need each of these wheels rotating in opposite directions, right? So that they're rotating into each other. You can see that here in the ponder. And achieving that can be kind of annoying if you're just using gears and things like that. So I think the water wheels themselves might be the easiest option. I've built myself a little room behind it here. And that's our little shaft there that we need to get this rotational power to. So I'm thinking we do this with water wheels, right? We can do this pretty comfortably by going like that. So one wheel is going to be rotating that way. And then this wheel here, I think if I actually just, I need more space back here. Hold on. I need more space. If I place this wheel on, let's say, a block that is here, bang, they both should, there you go, spin in the opposite directions. You can see that by the fins there. And I'm going to attempt to get these to work off of a single water row that goes here. And that should actually get both of these to operate at pretty close to max speed. Given there is actually an upgrade you can do, oh, there's slimes around, to our water wheels that we didn't do in the previous one, but I can kind of just like sneakily show you this. There's the back of our water wheel. Remember how we had the blocks there and we just had the water running over the top? If you place soul sand underneath it as like a bubble column, you can actually get it to spin faster. So let's set that up over here and we'll see if this works how I want it to. I'm actually going to need a couple buckets of water. Alright, so this should be relatively achievable. I've got my buckets of water. All I need to do is, I think if I place a piece of soul sand there, and then just some blocks up behind it. This is going to be annoying because the water is going to flow out everywhere. But as a proof of concept, actually, do I have... Actually, never mind, hold on. Okay, in the interest of not having water running absolutely everywhere, I'm just going to block off some of this stuff here really quickly. Okay, keep in mind this for now is just a proof of concept to see if this will actually work. If I place... Oh, can I reach that block? Nope, apparently not. Oh, I need my bucket of water back. Let's just make ourselves an infinite pool here as well, actually. Infinite pool time. Alright, so I need to reach... Damn, I can't do it. I need to break the glass. I need to reach that block there. We can replace that. See, these guys are spinning. They're spinning very poorly for the time being. But then I can reach this middle block here. Bang, that's also going to add more water. And then I'll just add a third piece of water there at the top. And we should see, yeah, both of these guys spinning. It's not going to be quite the max speed. 256 is not the highest amount that these guys can spin. I think it's actually 300 and something. It's 320. 320 is like the technical highest speed that each one of these can spin. But I think for like our purposes, I think that is actually the best, because this is going to be the most compact way of getting the crushing wheels spinning the way that we want them to. And I've just realized that these guys are actually spinning away from each other, not into each other. This should be fixable though. This should be fixable. Yeah, okay, this should be fixable. If I run this shaft all the way through, it is spinning the what is it? The crushing wheel the wrong direction, right? I need it actually spinning inwards. So what I'll do, I think the easiest way of doing this is if I go a large cogwheel into then, I need to get rid of that shaft, into then a small cogwheel, and this guy is now spinning the other direction. I should be able to then go... Oh, can I do this? Is this actually possible? If I go a large cogwheel there, no, that's just going to match up. I don't think I have enough space, to be honest with you. I don't think I have enough space. I think I need to move the water wheels back one to do this. But if I'm going to move the water wheels back one, I may as well just make them spin the right direction. Let's do that instead. Alright, I think this is actually an improved design. Because now that they're spinning the opposite direction, we can use now, what, 2 pieces of soul sand there? And that means the middle column down the middle is fine, and then these ones, like going down there, are actually spinning in the correct direction. So these are now set up to 320 each. Beautiful. And hopefully... Yes! Okay, I can't actually get out of this room, but... Let's just get rid of the water that's there. And now we can. Let's just go like that. And then if I hook this one up with shafts, donk. Oh, why are you not spinning? I need one more shaft, that's why. There you go. Alright, they're both spinning into each other. Beautiful. Now, we just need gravel to go through this, and that's actually this setup essentially completed. So if I put... I think I can actually put the shaft, like, on that block there. Yes, nice. Which means the chest can go on top of that. And then if I, like, insert, let's say, a couple stacks of gravel into this, it might take it a while, but this will eventually crush up the gravel. Alright, that took a not insignificant amount of time, but I think it's because this seems to drop 32 in, or is it 16 in at a time? So it does obviously change how long it will go through depending on how much gravel is input at a time. So if I pull these out, oh, I have no space in my inventory. As I said, I think it does take into account how much of the gravel goes into it at a time to kind of calculate how long it takes. So if I drop in a single piece, you can see that happens relatively fast. And I think that is kind of what we're going to operate with. Because my plan is, wow, that actually drops quite a decent amount of stuff. To have it hooked up to like a cobble gen. And remember, these things don't generate, oh, I can't see the exact number. That's kind of annoying. I wish we could see the exact number. Oh, it's obviously not dropping in a stack every single time. But even then, it doesn't really matter, because what we can do is we can just then like buffer all of this stuff. Which is like, this is cool. The crushing wheel is working, but I think we are going to improve it just a little bit by using some mechanical advantage, I think. I'm going to break that one, and break that one. We're going to break these 3, and we're actually going to speed this up, right? So if we go large cogwheels, bang, and these transfer into small cogwheels, you can see here the small cogwheel is spinning way, way faster. Now I just need to get that speed up to this shaft, which we can probably do. Probably just like that, with a shaft there. Now, are you just spinning the wrong way? You totally are. You're spinning way faster. I wonder if we can actually, like, do this. I just need to reverse the speed once more. Oh. I wonder if I... There probably is a way of doing this, actually. A more intelligent way. We can go like that, like that. Like that. That one breaks. And then there. No, that doesn't work. Let me kind of triple check this if I can make it better. I think I just need to push it back one so I can actually add an extra cogwheel in. Okay, I think I've found a design that will actually make this like significantly faster, but we need to solve a little problem. So we've got large cogwheel spinning a small one, that small one spinning a big one, and then we're just going to go back up to a small one. That's going to double it. but that is slightly overstressed. That needs 640 SU to operate. Remember, and each one of these only generates, what, 320 SU. So I just need to add an extra water wheel onto these, and this problem is fixed by doubling it. I think I'm going to do that. So let's just go the same setup here. We're going to go that to a big one to a small one. And now they're overstressed, but it's just 2 more water wheels and then this problem is solved. All right, now these things are spinning extremely quick. What happens if I drop 14 into you now? How long does this take? That wasn't that slow. That's actually not that bad. All right, what if we throw a single piece in? Just one. Yeah, okay, cool. That's the speed we're gonna have this running at. Beautiful. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Now we just got to work on actually automating this and making this like automatically go into some sort of storage system, which I think we're going to do with, you can probably see up here if you guys are cheating by looking at my inventory. You can see we've got a storage controller and some oak drawers. I think that is going to be the best way of doing that, but we're going to need a couple of things. Obviously, we need to get some sort of belt going. I'm going to need some funnels to import and export out of to import into the storage controller. And probably a tunnel to make sure that things that are going into this one here are actually doing what I need it to. This is going to take a bit of work, but we'll come back once I've kind of got my head wrapped around it. And first of all, that kelp that we set up at the start of the episode is actually done pretty well. I'm going to grab whatever left is in here. We've got an extra 6 in there, nice. And then how much of this do we need? Okay, we can do... Actually, let's grab all of it. We can do 5 amounts of belt, because that's what we're going to need. But before we can do that, we need to dry the kelp out, which means I'm just going to throw this into my furnaces really quickly. So we've got 5 furnaces. We can split it between all 5. And then we'll come back once that's cooked up, because I'm going to need those. Alright, so that's all of our kelp cooked up. We can turn these into mechanical belts. We needed a couple more rose quartz, because we need a brass funnel. We need 1 craft's worth of this. Oh, I needed to keep some dried kelp. That's not good. Alright, let's throw these 3 into cook real quick. But yeah, I needed a brass funnel, at least 1 of these. And then I'm going to need a brass tunnel as well. So well, actually, I think we had the perfect amount of kelp. Let's grab these out. Brass funnel, I need electron tubes. So let's need to polish some stuff up. That's the 2 electron tubes, brass funnel, thank you, and a brass tunnel. That's that. Cool. Apart from those, now we need to get ourselves a storage controller. I don't know if this is actually going to work for us, but we'll find out. I need to make a couple blocks of quartz. I need 2 blocks of U. I need to make a redstone comparator, which means redstone torches. Let's just make, I don't know, like 16 of you. Does that sound like a good number? Gonna use up that like silly stick that's named. Cool. That can make a redstone comparator. Nice. I need now 2 just oak drawers. I just want the regular oak drawers. I can make these. I need... Actually, I've got chests. I need 2 chests. Like that. Cool. That's our controller. Done. Bang. And then I'm just going to turn the rest of these 10 into just more drawers, because we're going to end up needing them, I think. 10 probably won't be enough, but either way, this will work. Hopefully. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether the brass funnel will be able to import into the drawer controller, but we're going to find out, at the very least. So we're going to need a mechanical belt that's coming down and sending things this way, which should be hopefully pretty easy. I'm just going to tap into this line. We should have more than enough mechanical stress units available. We'll go vertical gearbox, like that. That should be sending power downwards. Nice. Just going to go into a regular gearbox. I need to rotate that. Cool. And that's spinning the wrong way. So, because I want it spinning that way. I want everything outputting to the right. So let's fix that real quick. Now there's a couple of ways we could have fixed this. Another gearbox would have solved the problem as well. But I'm going to use a block called a gear shift. Because what this can do, it's crafted with what? An andesite casing, a cogwheel, and a piece of redstone. And this thing, when given a redstone signal, will actually reverse the direction that it's spinning. That's all well and good. Let's spin that way. So now you're going the way that I want you to, right? Which is heading in that direction. And I think the last shaft can probably just go there. Right. Actually, we'll go one more with it. Let's put another... Let's just block this up, because we don't need to go back there anymore, I don't think. So this shaft can probably go till there, which means the draw controller can live above it with a brass funnel feeding into it, like that. And then I'm just going to right-click U so that the arrow is pointing into that. And then we're going to grab a mechanical belt, right-click on this one, and then right-click there, and there you can see there's our belt shown up. Nice. Now what we're going to do here... Actually, I think now the trapdoors kind of become pointless, I think. I don't think they need to be there anymore. I'm just going to leave the glass ones. Oh, why are they spinning? They're spinning the wrong way now. Okay, maybe the trapdoors aren't pointless now. But our problem is here, now the fans are spinning the wrong way because of this gearbox. I guess we're just going to grab another gear shift. Is the easiest way to solve that. Dealing with rotation and create is actually an interesting thing to make sure that everything is spinning the right direction, which means that one can actually get turned off now. So that gear shift there is kind of useless, so because we had it in the wrong spot. But hey, everything's working now. That's cool. I think these trapdoors might create a problem. If I, let's say, drop some cobbles to it. Because I know the chutes can, like, directly output onto belts. Oh no, that works. Okay, that doesn't matter. And then they're going to stop, obviously, but that's fine. Which means what I can do then is if I put a brass funnel there, I should be able to filter it. So we need to make ourselves a filter from create. Now, I'm not sure what the difference is between the andesite. I'm just going to make the brass one since we have it. And then if we right click, oh. Maybe we don't want this one. Let's make the other one then. Because I want to like specifically blacklist certain blocks. Yeah, deny list. I want you to deny, and then we should just be able to drag in the blocks that we don't want going through the tunnel, right? So sand is a block we don't want going through the tunnel. Dust we don't want going through the tunnel. Block? Oh, what's it called? Dust we don't want going through. Gravel we don't want going through. And I'm sure there's something else. Sand, dust, gravel. I think that's actually it. So then this filter can go there. And we can test this, right? If I drop some gravel into this, right? I want it to get washed and not get thrown through the andesite funnel. So my question is, yeah, sweet. Okay, see how that then turned into stuff? It got washed where it is? Beautiful. Now it's getting deposited on the belt. Exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted. Alright, now everything's holding up because there's like, there's obviously nowhere for the items to go. But hey, this is working now. I need to make another item from functional storage. Actually, probably two items. One of them is going to be this configuration tool, but the one that we really want now is the binding tool. I just need some more paper, which we have no sugarcane apparently. Do I have a piece of sugarcane? Oh, we don't. Which means I need to probably crook up some sand. Let's do that. Okay, that was enough now to make us probably the paper that we needed. Paper. The 3 probably isn't actually enough. But it'll get the job done at least. So I want the add functional storage. Binding tool. And then configuration tool, we could probably make the paper. That's not that bad. Alright, cool. Grab both of these. I want to right click this thing in the air to switch to add, and then shift right click to make it multiple. And then I want all my drawers. And then just for the time being, let's set them up just over here. So we're going to go shift right click on that, and then select the entire group. Oh, this does work. Oh, this works amazingly. This is working beautifully. I don't have enough drawers, but this is going to work wonderfully. Alright, and then I've placed these extra ones in. I should just be able to select all of them. Whoops, no, I want to add. Cool, they're all linked. I'm just going to right click on this thing. Actually, no, I'm not going to right click. Right clicking would lock it, and I don't actually want to lock it because I just want everything to flow straight in. So now it's just a matter of actually just getting everything that I need to run through the system, run through it, right? So gravel needs to get chopped up. Sand, let's grab like 3 stacks of you. Needs to get washed. Dust, let's grab, yeah, like 3 stacks of you. You need to get washed as well. And then here, everything should just kind of go through that funnel, hopefully. It can insert stacks, which is like the nice thing. So hopefully this belt doesn't get backed up. But this thing is going to... okay, our drawer system already filled up. Our drawers are already full. I need more drawers. Okay, that should be everything accounted for. That's a lot of items, and this is very ugly looking, but let's just grab, I don't know, just a bunch of this stuff. Just like, let's get everything processing. Doesn't really matter. We're making resources. Let's go. We could probably actually make this better by, instead of grabbing our rotational power from over here for the belt, oops, I didn't mean to pick that stuff up. That's alright, I can just right click on that. Instead of using the rotational power from there, I can really use the speed coming off of this line instead and using that shaft to power it. Let's do that, let's make it a bit faster. Alright, and that is inserting things into the system way, way faster. Let's go. Okay, that makes me happy. Now this is like semi-automated at this point. I want this thing fully automated. So I need to grab a few more of these cobble gens. Or can I just break these ones? I think I can probably just break these cobble gens and replace them up over there instead in the wall. I think that's probably going to be our best course of action. Actually, what we can also do is we can probably move this millstone up one and then have the millstone going through the system as well. Yeah, I think that's the play. Anyway, let's do that. I'm going to cut some holes in the walls and stuff, and then we'll come back and like make this thing fully automated. Alright, so I've kind of planned out how I kind of want everything to sit, right? I moved up my millstone. That is now 1 block higher, and it's just getting pretty much outputted directly with the brass funnel, which means go out here, it'll go out onto the belt. The byproduct of sand coming out is actually not a bad thing because now the sand is going to get directly washed. That can go through here. I've set up the second brass funnel here with a filter on it. This filter just has sand on it. So in case I do want to make more soul sand, I can just like throw a bunch of sand into this thing and then it'll work. Which means I can probably store soul sand in that drawer, but that's fine for now. That all works. I've got, I guess it's dust and sand going into this thing. Actually, I need a third one. I need a third drawer on this one to be gravel. Like that. And then just a hopper going straight down into that chest, I reckon. Alright, that's that hopper placed in there now as well. So now we can have gravel, sand, dust all being outputted into this thing. That's fine. And then just gravel going to that one. And that should be all of our bases covered for generating just like actually like silly amounts of resources. I'm not going to lie. And that covers everything. So now I'm just going to actually get this stuff into it, which I think we're just going to use this same setup, just using a bunch of iron hammers. I'm pretty much going to steal all of this stuff. Oh, they were all full. Oh, that's not good. Okay. I'm just going to trash can this stuff, I think, that was here. And we'll come back kind of once my inventory is a bit cleaner. Alright, luckily the drawers themselves actually like hold their internal storage. I need to break all of these cobblestone generators. And I need to make a tunnel in the back there. But first of all, I guess what we can do now is just kind of place in these ones. So this will all like start running pretty much right away. Except for now that an oak drawer is stuck in there. I want my gravel drawer on this one to start with, I think. Cool. Actually, didn't want to pull that out. That's fine. Dirt. Can we sift dirt or do anything with dirt? We can smelt it into soul soil, but that's not really useful to us. I guess it's handy to have, but we don't actually need it over there. So our dirt one can just kind of go live on this wall for the time being. We've got dust and sand. That's going to replace these two ones. So let's just go dust and what, sand. So what I just need gravel and gravel. All right, not that hard. So let's kind of build up there and figure out what I need to do. Let's make a staircase. All right, so we've got our order hammers here. And these are like automatically input output. So my question is, if I place you from here, what side is your input side? What does red side mean? What does blue side mean? I think this is actually set up fine. So if I grow a cobble gen now on this one, are you pulling in from it? You should be automatically pulling. If not, then there's something wrong. Okay. So that's not working, which mean I need the blue side. So what if I place you from this side? Yeah, there we go. Now it's hammering. Nice, nice. So that is now automatically generating us gravel, which we can actually hear going. I'm so careful. Like, you need to be careful about not accidentally dropping on top of those crushing wheels. But hey, that's working. So now let's wait for a piece to pop into there. Oh. Actually, I'll wait for a couple to go into there. I just want to stage gravel in it so that we can actually see that there's gravel in there. Bang, and then I can lock it. Cool, and that'll do its thing. That's all working fine. This one's working over here. Everything should actually technically be working now. I just hope our belt speed is fast enough. I think this trapdoor is actually creating an issue. What if I flip you up? So that everything is landing directly on the no, because then that stops the airflow. Right, because I don't want the water to obviously wash out. Actually, yeah, nah. I think we just have to leave it as is. I'm just worried about these items potentially despawning before they get placed onto the belt. The sand landing on the belt from this thing actually creates an issue, which is kind of annoying because it has to wait for that sand to get washed before it goes through. And this is creating a bit of a backlog. I don't know, I think this should actually all work out pretty well. It should be fine. Alright, so that's that gravel one done. Let's set up this gravel one up here then. Which will be the same thing, I just need to place it from here with a cobble gen behind it. Which will be there. Oh, I did not mean to fall down there. Well, getting out of here is now going to be interesting. Just making a mess of the base, don't mind me. Nope, that's not working. That's obviously placed the wrong direction. There we go. Cool, now you're making gravel. Nice. Alright, now it's just a matter of like lining these up. So which one are you? You're sand. So let's say it's going to be, have to place it from this side then. And we sand. I think dirt comes before sand, and then gravel, and that means cobble gen goes there. Right. So then it goes gravel, turns into dirt. We can see this. I think it turns in, yeah, it turns into dirt, and then the dirt should turn into sand. Yeah, sand. Sweet. Okay, so that's sand set up. Now it's just about doing the dust one, which I think we actually have the perfect amount of thingies for this. Because that's just one more step under this, which means not cobble gen doesn't go there, but it goes one further in. So cobble gen goes there. We go one. Oh, it's not going to work because I'm not close enough to it. Go 1, 2, 3, 3. Oops. Whoa. I need these things back. What are you? You're turning into dirt, you turn into sand, and then sand turns into dust. Nice, okay. This is now fully automated. We literally need to do nothing with this, and this is fully automated. Let's just lock all of these drawers. Oh, I meant to lock that. That's annoying. I have no gravel now to stage in there. But hey, we're generating like silly amounts of ores. We just have no way of turning this off when it does inevitably create a mess. Because it will. Like, I mean, we have just items here, like, sitting in world, which is, like, kind of a no-no, but at the same time, I think we're okay. Let's tidy this up real quick, actually. Actually, now thinking of it, this won't create that much of an issue, right? Because it's only going at the speed of our cobble gens. And the cobble gen obviously isn't that fast at this point, because it's only the level 1. So I think we're fine. This is more than like good enough to where we can just kind of leave it to do its thing and not worry too much about it, I think. I'm just going to block up some of this stuff just so it doesn't look as ugly. That's fine. Eventually we can upgrade like the cobble gens should we need to. It's just going to work through the buffer that we have generated there. And then once it's gone through that buffer, we should be pretty sweet. This is really nice setup, and this is fully automated. We don't have to do anything with this. Alright, and with this fully automated, I think that is probably a good spot to leave it for today. That is actually the plan for the episode done. That's an accomplishment. I don't think you guys realize how big that is for me. But either way, I think, yeah, that's where we'll leave it. So thank you all for watching. If there's anything you guys want me to kind of tackle or any like questions, comments, whatever, leave it down below. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.